Hey, I'm Brandon, and today we are checking out the TCX Climatrek Surrounds Gore-Tex boots. These are coming in at 230 buckaroos. You do have a Gore-Tex membrane, and it's a bit more on the casual side when it comes to the stiffness, so easily something you could hop off of the bike, hike up a little trail if you're going through some mountains, find a scenic view or anything like that. You can definitely walk around in these boots pretty easily, and they do have their surround sole. This is proprietary to Gore-Tex. I'll get into more of that in just a moment, but overall, I do like these boots. They're a little steep for what they are, but we all know the Gore-Tex, that brand, you're paying for that because it is arguably the best waterproofing in the game when it comes to just the waterproof capabilities as well as the overall breathability that Gore-Tex provides. But before we get going, I do want to take a second and talk about the overall fit. I would certainly say these are fitting true to what TCX's sizing chart is going to recommend for you, true to what your typical TCX boots will fit. So if you're used to that, go with your standard TCX size and you should be all set. I will note there is a little bit of wiggle room in the toes and the overall width, so just keep that in mind. If you have a wider footbed, this could be a great option for you to take a closer look at if you're looking for this overall style. At 230 bucks, of course, this will ship to you for free. We do have our price match policy in place that is there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around. So take advantage of that if you see it cheaper somewhere else. Overall construction here, we've got nice reinforcement at the toe. We've got this kind of brushed rubber material right here. You're going to see that on the sides as well. It's got a combination of synthetic leather, we've got synthetic suede, and then we've got some textile mesh incorporated as well. As we swing our way around the back, you can see that textile mesh, little touch of blacked out reflectivity there, a little pop of safety for you, as I like to say. And then we've got a nice reinforced heel as well. It's good to have the reinforcement at the heel area, and it's nice to have it at the toe as well, right? You're hitting your pegs or hitting the frame of the bike, anything like that, or just hiking around, honestly, and this is certainly going to be beneficial. And it's actually raised on the sole as well. That's just going to help with the overall longevity and help prevent this from tearing. Now, I mentioned before the surround sole from Gore-Tex. This is pretty unique, and as you can see, air can actually pass through underneath this, and this is actually going to allow air to get to that Gore-Tex membrane a little bit easier, which is overall just going to help with the breathability that these are providing. And Gore-Tex, again, is probably the best in the game when it comes to the waterproofing and the breathability, so this is just taking it a step further, and knowing these are a bit more kind of that hiking style, that low profile kind of hiking style here, this is certainly something that I think is going to be beneficial if you are walking around a fair amount on the trails, just to give you that additional breathability. You're also going to find on the inside here with TCX, they're doing their ground tracks. It's like a shank on the inside, right? But it provides flexibility while still providing excellent crush protection. It's not something you can really see from the exterior, but it is on the inside of this sole here. So again, great flexibility, but still going to give you excellent crush protection if the bike is to come down over top of these boots. And I like this pattern here. It's not super aggressive, but you still got enough in there to grip around, if you're hiking on some trails or anything like that. This mesh material, as you can see, it's just going to help with the breathability, but it is waterproof as well. And that's one of the next things I wanted to talk about. On the inside here, might be tough to see, but I'm going to try to pull these apart as much as I can. You can kind of see this lining right here. That's where that waterproofing is actually going to stop. So it is a little bit short, right? So that coverage is going to go to about right here. So make sure that your pants, if you're wearing waterproof pants, have that adequate coverage to cover the top of this, because it does come up a little bit short in my personal opinion. I wish it went all the way to the top, because I think riders out there, if you're riding, with any pace on the highway or anything like that, and you get some rain, I'm sure that rain is going to, drop in from the top here. It's going to run down the pants, come in from the top there. So make sure if you're riding in inclement weather that you have adequate coverage with your waterproof pants to cover that up, because it does come up a little bit short. Wish it was just a little bit taller there. I think that would have been certainly more beneficial to riders out there. But otherwise on the inside, 3D mesh there just to help promote some airflow and just help with the overall breathability. Ortholite sole at the bottom there just to add some additional comfort. Again, might be tough to see at this angle, but you do have that on the inside. Also on the inside, you've got ankle pucks, both the medial as well as the lateral side. Always nice to get that protection in that area just to cover that ankle bone, because it is, an area that is prone to impact if you're coming off the bike. So nice to have that incorporated as well. And the lace system here is pretty unique. They got away from the eyelets, but overall, pretty straightforward when it comes to lacing these bad boys up. I like the flexibility, 5 out of 10 as I mentioned before, so easily something you can walk around in. You've got those bits and pieces of protection that you're not going to get that are geared towards a motorcyclist. You've got excellent breathability and you've got waterproof capability. But again, these are $230, so it might seem a little bit steep, but you are paying for that Gore-Tex, knowing that it is, guaranteeing the waterproof for the lifetime of the garment and the lifetime of the gear itself. Of course, if you're looking for more details, click that info button. That'll take you over to the product page. And as always, if you have any questions about these boots or any other options you might be looking at, please don't hesitate to reach out to our CS team. They're all riders, more than happy to get you pointed in the right direction. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, taking a closer look at the TCX Climatrek Surround Gore-Tex boots. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.